What if you were able to lock in and commit to your plans 100%? What could you accomplish after 1 week, 1 month, a year? How many of your goals do you think you can reach once you commit fully? I often ask myself this question because I rarely am able to commit to my plans fully. I think I've said this before, but I think I commit maybe about 80%. And so I can't help thinking, what if I committed 100%? Where could I be? So I've been trying to make this video for a while now, but I've been failing because the idea behind this video is for this day to be the first day that I start committing 100%, and then my updates would be where I am afterwards. But I keep failing. Oh, it's so frustrating. I know some of you that watch my videos know that I'm about to go out west again to try Necessary Evil, the hardest sport climb I've ever tried. And so right now I have about 1 week left before I'm there trying to climb this thing. But when I had 10 weeks left, I tried making this video and I said, what if I committed? And then I tried again at 5 weeks, 3 weeks, and now we're at 1 week. What if I commit fully? Where would I be? Well, maybe this is the day. My biggest problem has been my diet. I know people look at me from the outside and they think, man, this guy must have his diet under control. Look at how lean he is. Look at that muscular development and stuff like that. But my diet struggles are just as bad as everybody else's. The reason why I've been able to maintain my lean body composition is through energy balance, calorie control basically. But progressively my diet has become worse and worse, where the percentage of good food to junk food is way off. How do I expect to climb at my best when my protein intake is low, but my junk food intake is high? That is not acceptable. It took about 3 weeks for me to really feel the difference in my physical and climbing performance, but eventually it happened. Yeah, sleep has been bad, diet has been bad, and I can tell the difference now, so that needs to stop. And for it to stop, I have to ask myself, why has this happened? In short, it's emotional eating, man. That's it. Over the years, I have gotten very good at controlling my hunger. When I have the urge to eat because I get hungry, that's really not a problem. If my belly gets empty, I don't have to fill it with food. Usually, I eat at the end of the day once I'm done with all of my physical activity, and that has worked just fine. Yeah, it's always been quite a benefit to not have to entertain my stomach's urges to be fed, because it lasts about 10, 15, 20 minutes and then it goes away. especially if I'm not overfeeding myself carbohydrates. I don't feel an energy dip or anything like that, so it is easy to deal with. The hunger is not the problem. It's the dealing with my emotions that is the problem. I do have ADD, ADHD, probably all forms of it. And so my baseline level of dopamine is always a bit low. And so the tendency to self-medicate with junk food is high, especially when dealing with some life challenges. Like I said in my last video, or the video before, whichever one it was, I told you guys that my 20-year marriage has ended. And so that has been very difficult to deal with. No matter what happens in the morning or throughout the day, no matter how fulfilled or happy I feel, by the end of the day, when I'm alone at my place, those sad feelings, they infiltrate my mental psyche. And I haven't quite learned how to deal with them yet. And so eating some peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut butter cups, or other forms of junk food does make a difference. Kind of mellows out everything and makes me feel pretty good. I watch some TV, and then eventually, probably later than it should be, I do go to sleep. That's been repeating on a daily basis. I do have some heritable traits for depression. I think it runs in my family from both sides. Throw in the stresses of work. You know, at my job, I'm basically always trying to solve other people's problems. And maybe I invest myself too much in my patients because I feel like I have to in order to take care of them the way they should be taken care of. As a clinician, if you don't invest in your patients, it's just hard to really do a good job. But it's getting to be too much, I think. And then when I have my own problems to deal with, yeah, it's too much. It becomes too much, and so the answer is junk food. But then that's been hampering my progress. Now again, I've had more success in my climbing than ever before. But still, that doesn't mean that I have optimized everything. I can continue to optimize, and it's not an unreasonable ask, because all I need to do is eat less junk food. And I don't mean never. I have never claimed to be a purist. I'm always going to eat junk food on occasion. That's fine. I don't have to have it every day. And especially on some days where the caloric intake from junk food is almost half of what you're eating, that is a problem. And that's what I've been doing some days. It's insane. I was talking to my daughter about this the other day. She's also gone through some trying times with her wrestling and has made some incredible progress. She went from not qualifying to state championships last year to almost winning this year. Extremely proud of her. She has shown some incredible progress in her maturity this year. I asked her, man, what can I do about this? I just have not been able to commit to my plans. I told her, I've tried everything. I've tried all the foods today and nothing has worked. She was like, oh, come on. She said to me in a very real way that sometimes you just have to suck it up and do it. said, there's no easy way. You just have to do it sometimes. Forget about what you're feeling. Forget about trying to find the secret of doing it, and just do it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way to regulate my emotions without junk food. And I think I'm just gonna start by just doing it. I'm gonna go through my day today, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna make my meal: chicken, vegetables, absolutely no junk food. And at the very least, have 1 week right before going on my trip where I can say that I committed to my diet 100%. Then after that week, I'll be out there out west, and the stress level will be much lower. A lot easier to maintain a good diet out there. And then after that first week, it'll turn into 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, and hopefully for a long period of time after that, I'll be able to commit to my diet better. Hopefully regulate my emotions better, deal with my bad feelings better, and then come out the other side stronger. I'm just gonna have to do it. Stop overthinking it. Stop writing stuff down. Number one thing is gonna be to do it. It's not complicated. I know what my diet needs to be. I don't have to learn anything new. I just have to commit to the plan, no matter how I feel at the end of the day. And hopefully after that, I'll be able to say, this is what I accomplished. Finally, I committed 100%, and this is what happened. Because let me tell you something, necessary evil is a hard climb, and honestly, if I can pull this off, it'll be freaking amazing. Come on, what am I doing? How could I be self-sabotaging so much when I have a chance to get out there and do something great? Okay, the bullshit stops now. It is time to commit. It is time to actually do what I said I'm gonna do. All right, necessary evil. In 1 week, I'll be there. I'm gonna take you down. All right, later guys. Get out there, work on your projects, and I wish you luck. Peace out.